Hi, so before we get started, I'd just like to ask you, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel, and also at the end of the video, please consider give it a thumbs up if you found it useful. Also, leave a comment below on ways to and suggestions and ways to improve this video moving forward. Let's go. Hi. So in this lesson, I'm going to cover the concept of a spy. So as I mentioned in the overview of Mockito, where I covered the basic concepts, so the lesson 1 of this course, I mentioned that one of the test doubles, one of the types of test doubles that any mocking framework supports is a spy. And a spy, you can think of a spy as a hybrid, or between the real object and a mock. So some people call a spy a partial mock, and that's basically what it is. So I mentioned in the overview of Mockito that you need to use spies carefully, because typically the use case for using spies is when you're dealing with legacy code or third-party interfaces, and you cannot, for whatever reason, mock the entire object. So you want to basically just do partial mocking. So be careful, when using spies. There are use cases for it, but generally, just be aware that you should use it, rarely, I should say. So, but anyway, it's a core feature of Mockito too. So I'm going to talk about it. So with the example, continuing the examples we've been using throughout this course. So again, just a quick overview. I have this generic service which contains these 3 fields, a DAO and 2 loggers. And I have introduced here another method, fetch book, which basically tries to fetch book by ID, using the DAO. And if that fails, then it does a lookup by title. Okay. And obviously there is the assumption that either call will succeed, so then we don't bother with the null check here, and we just log the title to standard output and to standard error. Okay, so that's basically the method that we will like to test. And as usual, on our test class, we've got the DAO, the logger1 and logger2 as mocks that we then inject to the service. Okay. So now let's write a test method and introduce the concept of the spy. So let's first call test spy. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to convert our DAO into a spy. Okay, so we also have an annotation for a spy, just like a mock. So you can either do that, or you can just use the spy factory method. So we would do spy on the library service DAO. Okay, and you could introduce this assign to a type here. So that'll be obviously I need a class here, and this would be of type DAO. So you could create a spy like that, or you could use the better annotation spy. Okay, so anyway, now that we have our DAO spy, so basically the difference between creating a spy versus a mock is that the spy is basically you can think of it as a wrapper around the real object, I should say. So when you call the methods on a spy, each of the methods are actually going to be called to the real instance, right? Whereas when you mock the class, then none of these methods are going to be invoked on the real instance. You'd have to stub them out. So because the DAO is a spy, if you don't do anything, you're going to call the real method. We would have to stub to change the behavior. So again, let's utilize the service, and let's call the method fetch book. Okay. And we can use the 42 as the ID, and we can use the effective Java as the title. And again, let's introduce the a local variable here for the book. And so then let's see what we have here. If I just call this method, And obviously I know that the only book that this guy is returning is the default book. So obviously I can assert that the book is equal to the default book. Okay, so if I run this method, okay, then it's going to pass because I'm using the real instance on the DAO because it's a spy. So as you can see, the test passes, and notice that the fetch book method was called and fetch book by ID was invoked. Okay, the real method, because again we're using a spy as opposed to a mock. So now let's explore the capabilities of a spy. So again, recall that this DAO object that I'm spying on has three methods: fetch book by ID, fetch book by title, and foo. And on the class under test, the fetch book by ID and fetch book by title are the two methods that are being utilized on the DAO, in the object that I'm spying on. Okay, so as I mentioned, because I'm spying on this object, if I don't stub any method, then the real methods are going to be invoked. Okay, so as it stands now, when I call service fetch book, the real fetch book by ID will be called, and then if this returns null, the real fetch book by title method will be called, because this is a spy. Okay, if it were a mock, then the methods would have to be stubbed in order to return whatever I wanted to return. Okay, so the advantage of a spy, or the capabilities of a spy, is that I can stub certain methods, and then the methods that I don't stub, like I said, will be the real methods will be called. Okay, but there is an important gotcha when stubbing spy methods. For example, an if implementation will be to just call when the DAO fetch, let's say I want to stub the fetch book by ID method, I could just do that, then return null, for example. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to stub the fetch book by ID method by returning null, okay, so that the fetch book by title real method will be called. Okay, but let's see what is the problem here. So let's illustrate the behavior and see what the problem is. So notice that the fetch DAO fetch data with, actually, you know what, let me just change the printout here, so it's need to be sensible, because the system out of this method is incorrect. Okay, so notice that the fetch book by ID, even though I tried to stub it, still got called, which looks very, very weird, which returned null, and then the fetch book by title got called, right? So this is one of the gotchas of a spy. Because you're dealing with an actual object, when you do DAO fetch book by ID, the actual method is being invoked here. You can't really stub methods on a spy like that. To fix this problem, every time you deal with a spy and you want to stub methods, typically you'd have to do the do return, rewrite the statement, I should say, in a way that it doesn't actually have the actual call here. So what we want to do is we want to return null, okay, when the DAO it's called with fetch book by ID with any int. Okay, so this is the way that we want to do it, and the reason why this actually works and this doesn't is because here I don't actually have the actual call here, right? So let's run this method and see what we get. So notice that now the fetch book method is called, and only the fetch book by title is called, okay, because we are now able to actually stub the fetch book by ID, whereas before we were not stubbing it. Okay, so be aware of this gotcha, because this is a very common gotcha when dealing with spies. So my advice to you is every time you're stubbing a method on a spy, use the do return or do answer, or do nothing family of methods. Okay, and I have already covered this family of methods on the previous lesson. I'm gonna put a link here. So one thing I've not showed you is that you can verify behavior on a spy, because like I said, it's a partial mock, so it has the features of a mock. So for example, I can verify that the method fetch book by title has been invoked with any string. Okay, so I can verify behavior on it. So if I were to run this, then notice that it passed. Okay, let me show you another gotcha or interaction with spies that you need to be careful with. So let me create a test method here. So let's say that I have here a an instance of my DAO, okay, which is the object that I've been spying, and let's say that I am spying on this object, okay, and let's call this guy spy, and let's make this guy final and call this guy the the real one. Okay, let's call it real. All right, so one thing that you need to be careful is that if you have the spy and the real object and you are interacting with the real object, the interactions with the real object are not going to reflect on the spy, and vice versa. Why? Because when you create a spy off of a real object, of an object instance, it's not like it delegates the calls on the spy onto the real instance. Instead, it creates a copy, another object of the of the real instance. So these are two completely independent objects. And for example, let me show you what I mean. So let's say that on my real object, okay, now I'm calling something, fetch book by ID, for example, it doesn't matter, 42, for example, right? I have a call here, and then I'm trying to verify, on the spy that the fetch book by ID, with any int was invoked, right? So again, I've interacted with the real object, and I'm using the spy to verify that that interaction happened. So let's run this and see that this is not going to work. Okay, so Mockito is going to tell us that we were expecting this call, but it was never invoked. Okay, if I use the spy, so let's comment out this, and if I use the spy, for example, to change some state, let's say add doesn't matter 1 as an ID to the DAO, right? And now I want to assert that the the real object get ID is equal to 1. Okay, so again this will fail. Again, this will fail because it's two completely different objects. Okay, so I'm interacting on the spy, and it doesn't have effect on the real object. Okay, so the last gotcha that I want you to be aware of is if the spy has a final method. So again, so let's assume that the fetch book by ID, for example, it's a final method, for example. Okay, and now I have my spy, and let's say that I want to stop this method. Okay, so let's just clean up all of this stuff. So I've got my spy here, and let me stop this method. So I want to do, for example, do return, spy, sorry, let's say do return, null, for example, when the spy fetch book by ID with 42 is invoked. Okay, if I now call on the spy fetch book by ID with 42, and I introduce a variable here, book, then I want to assert that the book, okay, is null. Okay, so that's what I want to do, and let's call this and see what we get. So notice that it failed, and let's see what the message here is. Okay, so obviously we're expecting it to be null, but it says that it got an actual book. And again, this is because you're trying to stub a final method, so you can't do that with spies in Mockito. Okay, so this concludes the lesson on spies. I hope you found it useful. This is Nilton from craftofprogramming.com. Thanks for watching.